Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. It's a two-upload day today. Busy day. Well, not really. One is the match reaction from yesterday's 2-1 win over Preston North. Then we close the gap to the top two. Now this one is a rumours round Leeds. Sort of not special, but it's not a rumour as such. I haven't really seen many rumours. All links today. I know there is Ben Godfrey, but I think that was the only one I've seen today, really. So we're going to talk about Willy Gnonto and potentially a new contract on the way for him. Probably won't be a long one, really. There isn't much to say. I would like you to give me your thoughts on Willy Gnonto in the comments there below. Does he deserve a new contract? Because that's what we're speaking about today. Here we go. Then it is reported by Sky Sports today that Leeds are, I think the words used were increasingly confident of agreeing a new deal for Willy Gnonto. His current deal actually runs until 2027. He's still got about 3 years to run on his current deal. He's only still 20, Willy Gnonto, so that wouldn't take him to 23 or whatever. You know what I mean? So, but Leeds United are trying to improve the terms of his deal, probably, and I think really realistically I've seen somebody saying, and I think this might be pretty true. Obviously, FFP is a massive thing now in the Premier League, and I think I saw somebody saying that Willy Gnonto, basically Leeds United won't be able to keep him if we don't go up in terms of, yeah, because he's too expensive. So we will have to sell him in the summer if promotion is not gained. So is it a little bit of a smart move from the 49ers to say, hey, if we don't go up, let's cover ourselves, give him a new contract which has a release clause or something like that in it? Well, they all do now. We know what it's like now. And for me, that's the only reason why contracts are given out, so the club can eventually make more money off the player. And that's probably what it is. Contracts in football for me don't mean a great deal. Doesn't mean that you have to tie yourself to that club for X amount of years. It just means it's for both parties. You get a bit more money, the club gets more money if and when, more likely when they sell you. And Willie Gnonto is only 20 years old. There's a big debate about him amongst the fan base. He's always linked every single window with since he's arrived at Leeds, which isn't even that long ago. Um, to say that he's on his way to X, Y, and Z team. Everton, there's a load of teams in now West Ham. There's a load of teams in Italy that are always linked. Um, and you just think it's a matter of time, isn't it, before he goes? I do think it is a matter of time. I don't think he goes in this window, although I have sort of flip flopped in sort of my thought of yes he will be, and now no he won't be, and then yes he will now and no he won't. I don't think he's going to be sold in this window. Obviously, time is running out. We'll keep him until the end of the season. I think, regardless of whether we go up, I think they will try and cash in on him. Obviously, reports from Sky Sports saying that he is, in line for a new contract. They're increasingly confident of getting him a new contract, and that's fine because Leeds will want and get more money from him eventually. But he's only 20. Look, I think there's a lot of pressure on Willy Gnonto because he had that little breakout last season. If you look at the stats, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but he didn't really score that many. I think it's because he came from Zurich, Italian international already, more the Italian international part, but I think there was a lot of pressure on him. But like I said, you do forget that he came from Zurich. Switzerland isn't, with all due respect, isn't the best of standards of leagues, so he's got to get up to speed with the Premier League, and he's obviously a talented player, scored a few goals in the Premier League, and some nice ones at that. But I think there's a lot of pressure on him, and yeah, he hasn't really shone much this season, but like I've said in the match, um, review of the Preston game. Dan James at the moment is one of the first names on the team sheet. He scored 10 goals, um, and 5 assists. That's 15 goal contributions. And, you know, he's playing out of his skin at the moment, is Dan James. And you can't get past him. You can't get past Chris Somerville on the other side because he's, again, even if he's not playing well at the moment, which I don't think he has over the last couple of games. I do think he's still a name, a player that you can't leave out for long. You can't, unless he's injured, you can't leave him out. So where does Willy Gnonto fit into that jigsaw puzzle? The answer is he's on the bench, and for me, he needs to be getting more minutes than he is off the bench. But when he is got minutes, when he has got, I don't know, half hour, 20 minutes in second half games, he isn't really affecting much at all. Only one goal, one assist, only 7 starts, and I think it's only something like 760 minutes played in the whole championship season. He has had um, little bitty injuries in the course of this season. Apparently he's injured now. That's the reason why he was missing from Sunday's squad. Um, I don't know how long he'll be out for, but again, is that a little bit of a ploy from the club to say, is he going, or are we just trying to protect him because we're trying to organise a new deal for him? I don't know, but at the end of the day, he is only 20. I would like to see him stay past the end of this season, but by reading, if you believe some of the reports that have been um, said today, that, like I said, regarding FFP, if we don't go up this season, then he will be sold. That's why they're doing the new deal. Who knows if that's true? But let me know your thoughts on Willy Gnonto there in the comments below, because I'd like to see him given more opportunity. I really would. I've said it for a while. I know Dan James is flying, but I think you've got to give him a little bit more, I think. Um, but then he's got to earn it. When he plays, he's got to at least come on and assist a goal or score a goal himself, because we haven't seen nowhere near enough in terms of that. And no doubt his stock will have definitely gone down a little bit, but yeah, I'd just like to see a little bit more game time for Willy Gnonto. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on him in the comments and this proposed new contract that he potentially might be getting from Leeds. It's always good to hear from everybody. Thanks a lot for watching, marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.